The primary audience that Paul was talking to when he was telling them in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 about being caught up in the air to meet the Lord, that was the primary audience. But that event hasn't happened yet. And we're still around and we're reading it. And he goes on to tell them in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 that Christians, the church, is not appointed unto wrath. And what wrath is he talking about? The wrath that will come upon Israel, the unbelieving Israel, and the unbelieving world. Let's look at some scriptures that will encourage us, followers of Christ, those who've put their trust in Christ for salvation and forgiveness and to be made right with God, that we're not appointed unto this wrath, unto this day of the Lord, unto this time that will come where judgment will come upon the whole earth. The church of Philadelphia was told this in Revelation 3. Because you have kept my command to persevere, I also will keep you from the hour of trial which shall come upon the whole world to test those who dwell on the earth. 1 Thessalonians, Paul is encouraging the Thessalonian church there that they've been a good example in everything. And look here what he says to them. For they themselves declare concerning us what manner of entry we had to you, and how you turned to God from idols to serve the living and true God, and to wait for his Son from heaven, who he raised from the dead, even Jesus, who delivers us from the wrath to come. In context, it's the same kind of wrath that he's talking about in Thessalonians 4 and 5. So right now we're living in the church age, and we're to be about going and telling people that they can find salvation and forgiveness and be right before God through Jesus and what he did, putting their trust in what Jesus did. So at one point, we are going to be taken up out of here. We're either going to die of natural death before this happens, or we're going to be raptured, caught up in the air to meet Jesus. And then that seal is going to be broken and the judgment is going to come.